What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for Wednesday, March 15th, 2023. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, fixed air moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. I appreciate you all so much. Thanks for being here with me. Hope you're doing well. Let's take a look at Wednesday's horoscope. It's a pretty cool day. We live in weird times. I could say it's an interesting, weird day every day, but it is. But today it is Sun, Neptune, and Mercury's right there too, getting ready for its superior conjunction with the Sun, where Mercury's on the opposite side of the Sun from the Earth's point of view, not the inferior, where it would be in retrograde motion, which we also call a cazimi, just in case you wanted to know. But it's in Pisces. Sun Neptune day. Sun Neptunes are very interesting days. It's wide open. There are no boundaries with Neptune. Your imagination can run free. It can be very inspiring. I'm not going to lie. You can get a lot of intuitive inspiration that can be channeled into something, that can be put into creation. I think that creating is of the utmost importance, especially with a North Node in Taurus, with the dispositor of that North Node, Venus, here at 28 degrees of Aries. And by tomorrow, it's going to be in that exact square with Pluto for the final time in Aries Capricorn in our lives. So to find this deep power to create and to be somewhat structured, but also to use the unbound potential and creativity that the universe has bestowed upon you is definitely up to you. And I think we're at a point where we can look at so many things outside of ourselves or in society or in the world, or, oh my God, banks are falling apart, or this or that we can limit ourselves and take ourselves out of great potential, whether it's relationships with Venus square Pluto. Oh, this relationship, I can't do this, even though it's something that I really want to put my heart and effort into to create, but I need to, we can come up with excuses all day. And that would be Sun Neptune. We can come up with an excuse for anything. That potential is unbound as well. And we can play victim and martyr to all sorts of situations around the board. Or we don't. Or we take accountability. We're seeing Saturn getting ready to come to 1 degree of Pisces today. We're seeing the moon come into Capricorn and sextile that Saturn, which disposits the moon. So a very good aspect here. I mean, the moon's coming into its detriment position in Capricorn. Doesn't want to be here necessarily, but it's giving us some kind of emotional determination. And with the sextile to Saturn in Pisces, again, it's about taking ourselves out of Saturn's time system of when we can create, or the boundaries that limit us, or some kind of a procedure that stops us. Like, this is about defining structure from within, from your emotion, from your intuition. I'm feeling like this is what is inspiring me. This is what I want to create. This is what I want to do. This is a beautiful day for that. And with Mercury here with Neptune too, it's like, again, trying to understand all the practicalities are not, the best thing to be doing right now. It could be very difficult. But at the same time, when you get creative, when you start looking outside the box, when you start using your intuition and channeling something into what you can move around in your environment, what you can express, what you can write. I mean, gosh, if you're a musician, this is like write a song day. I bet in a couple weeks we see some new songs come out, Like, this is where some extreme divine inspiration can come through. It's just not necessarily worrying about all the practicalities. It's going beyond sort of the matrix, going beyond sort of the structures that have always defined our life. And even Venus square Pluto for the last time in Capricorn, I mean, it's almost like, are we going to keep identifying with limiting, structures? Or are we, about ready to just start realizing all the capacity that we have to start building, creating, relating, and making it happen? There's a lot that can be made happen. I know it can feel sticky, but this is kind of like where that kind of glue or heaviness can start to dissolve. And we are seeing Mars at 25 degrees Gemini, so we're still in Mars square Neptune, and we're going to see the Sun square Mars today too, which I think that Sun square Mars, even though it's with Neptune, it's kicking our butt in the right direction. It's given us some kind of a drive that we have been missing. So it can feel a little, there can be some kind of harshness or edge to the day, but only because it's trying to have you use such a beautiful expression of yourself in a very spiritual way, a very intuitive way, and to, make things happen, change things up, go about life the way that aligns with your truth. Mars comes out of shadow today from its retrograde that wreaked havoc on our minds. But we have a new understanding of our identification of ourselves and how to express ourselves in a more defined way because our truth has changed, because information has changed. And now it's about using that to build and create and, take things on. It's not taking things on just because some sort of system told you to. This is taking things on because you know that it's going to help you express yourself better. It's going to help you relate better. It's going to help you love better. It's going to, this is like opening your heart, because we have to step out of our head a little bit and just get into the emotions that bring us into a place of feeling really connected with our soul. This is like major soul connectivity, because it's like having to take our mind out of the equation and just act quickly based on feeling. Because that's what's going to give us the empowerment that we're looking for. And anytime that we're giving our power away because we're waiting for something to happen to change for us, we're giving that away. And that's where we can feel like we're being taken advantage of because we're not getting what we want or what we expect, or we have these big ideals about some situation. You don't need to go there. Like, just take accountability and responsibility for what your soul wants to create that makes you happy, that makes you feel connected and fully aligned and here. That's where the energy is extremely beautiful right now. So I think that this is a great Wednesday for getting down to the brass tacks of how you want to fully, unapologetically express and resolve situations in your life, because you've been repressing your infinite potential that you came here to create, use, relate with. There's a major chipping away of so much that's limited us and has kept us confined and put in a little bit of a box where the box has been completely shattered and blown up. So don't limit yourself. This is going further than you've ever gone before when it comes to what you can manifest and create, but you have to be willing to take yourself out of limiting places. And when you do that, you're going to see how much potential there really is today, because there's a lot of it. Let your imagination run free. I would say that it's just, not a good time to indulge in just acts that are just purely to numb you out of reality, right? Drugs, alcohol. It can seem like a great idea. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. This is going to feel good. But is it really connecting you to your soul, or is it numbing you from your soul? We can go into some really, bad places too with the Sun Neptune because we're not paying attention, because we're just trying to escape. This isn't about escaping anything. This is about taking accountability for what can be created and manifested and felt and moved forward with. So a lot of things can be, extremely karmically resolved right now. Or you can stay in the same loop and repeat patterns over and over and over again and numb out all you want, but with no understanding of where you're going to go in the future and what you're going to do. Today, I think you can really find something special. So I'm hoping that you all do find that, and that you feel like you're ready to take on the imagination and to use it. That's your procedure today. So it's the recipe. Dream big. Go for a walk. Listen to music. There's inspiration in every frequency of the corner of the universe right now if you're willing to feel it, instead of just trying to think about something or stay so particular or worrying about rules, or we're so much bigger than that now, consciously. So don't you dare limit yourself today. Coming from a Sun-Neptune conjunction human myself, and I've spent plenty of years limiting myself. Don't do it. We're above that now. The sun reversed. Ooh. Well, it can feel as if it's hard to go out and fully express, or we have these big dreams or ideals, but are they even possible? I mean, that's the thing here, is you have to believe and identify with the possibilities that if you create it, something will show up. There will be some kind of a comeback, come back around, some kind of a return on investment. But if you're not going to dream, and you're not going to look at the, brightness of your future, and you're just going to wallow in the darkness, that's what you'll find. So I think we have to find a lot of courage, a lot of, self-expression today. It's almost it can feel like a chore to express ourselves, but really it's the cure. And the Nine of Wands in reverse. This is good because I don't think we have to be stuck, or we don't have to feel so tired. I feel like there is a kick today that's saying you're good. You're not all beat up, bruised, and oh my God, do I have to keep going? There is something that's saying you're a battle-tested warrior at this point, and just keep going. Just keep going, because you're finding something so much bigger than maybe even just yourself, that is actually the identification and the reflection of yourself, that has infinite strength and infinite potential. And the Two of Pentacles. I think it's all about choices in this reality, and I think that card proves it today. Got to make choices. Got to come to some conclusion about what's going to be the more valuable reality for you. Does it involve channeling your imagination and unbound creative potential into it? I think so. Or does it involve just feeling like you have to wait for the wave to bring your ship in? So I think we're at a point where it's eventually the wave will bring my ship in, or this is where you can actually dream that ship into existence if you're willing to find that strength, courage to identify and put effort in. Today is an effort day. So I love you all very much. I hope this is helpful, and I will see you all tomorrow. Much love. Peace.